Welcome back, everybody. It's Creative Redundancy back again, the one known as CR, and welcome to this more impromptu stream because I just scheduled it like an hour ago, give or take. And let me welcome everyone in. Hopefully, everyone's doing well out there on this Wednesday, the last day of April. May things get better for you if they're not doing so well right now. Hopefully, in May. And all that other stuff, but I won't force it on everyone. So while I wait for everyone to join me today, remember everyone, keep going. Keep doing something on and on. And while you think about that, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee here. Oh yeah, that's good coffee. Good coffee to get the day going and keep on going. Now, first thing I'm gonna do here is water some things here. Hi Sunflower, I see you in there. Let me show this here. See? Wait. Where is it? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. There it is. Keep forgetting my camera's on the top right now. Verna, I see you in there. Welcome, welcome. Spritz some water in this. The elixir of life. Give the plant something here. A nice drink and keep on going. I should just name this stream Keep On Going. Now that I think about it. So hopefully you folks are doing well. Doing what you can. And keep on going. In spite of things. At times. Keep on going. And maybe that coffee's helping you. Maybe. I know it's keeping me going right now. I just made some coffee, so I'm good on that. Just putting my coffee grounds somewhere else so I can use them down the road in the garden area. Chop and drop that back into the ground, amongst some other things. And I appreciate everyone that dropped by on the last few videos where I showed some more outdoor stuff. It wasn't just like winter or sewing. Hey, look who it is. Yes, I did say coffee, Tammy. So if water is the elixir of life, then coffee is the oil? I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's dark. Yeah, coffee is the start of life. Okay. If water's the elixir of life, then coffee is the start of it. The boost. Or whatever. Yeah. Bean soup of life. The bean soup of life. Oh, I should almost start using it. Yeah, that's what you're doing, Vera? Nice. I gotta highlight that on the screen. Right there, so everyone can see that. Oh, yeah. She knows how to ease on my streams. Yes. So while I also have some coffee, I'm also trying to clean up a little bit. Staying at home today. It's overcast out. Cloudy, overcast. I would say more, maybe not overcast, but it is mainly cloudy today. So My solar lights won't get too much of a charge, but I've been banking some power. And I've expected sunny skies this weekend, so it should be good. So I know last night I was using solar lights inside. Yes, I actually do that. I figured since I already got them, I might as well use them for something useful. And yes, they have been useful. A few odd times that I've actually had to really use them. Hey, it's California Forward. How are you doing? Yeah, welcome. I appreciate that. Yes. Have a sip of coffee here. Likewise. Yes. So, yes. You know, it's kind of fun. I just noticed that, I have all the ladies here right now. Is it just me? Is this just me? Maybe some guy would drop in. It is Wednesday, I guess. So, anyways. Another thing I've been doing here is actually doing some inventory. Recycling some stuff in. I'll show you guys this one. Hold on. I'll put it on the ground. Making sure I cycle my things here. See? I made sure I brought this into the kitchen so I can start using it. Or at least eventually start using it. It's because it's coming up to it's better before this date, as I like to say it. It seems better to say it like that, in my opinion. And that's why I say it like that now. Somehow like that. So, yes. So, another thing I've been doing is sharpening some tools here. Which includes some cutting tools and among some other things. Just kind of touching them up, holding them, and stropping them so I can get the edge in there. Sorry, I just heard something. I thought I was tripping. Anyways. I was sharpening some tools the other day. I think it was like on Friday, I believe. I think it was on Friday. It was either Friday or Sunday when it... No. Today's Wednesday. Maybe it was Sunday, not Friday. I was sharpening some tools, like my scissors that I have in front of me here. They actually have an edge that I can actually feel. Or that you can actually feel. I was just cutting some paper and some other things. It was just like nice, clean, one cut. Oh, you're getting some seeds right, Verna? Nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I've been getting some stuff going here the best that I can. Although it has not really rained out west, or at least for me here, where I am at the moment. Not saying it hasn't at all, but it also hasn't, quote unquote, like, poured. I mean, I guess I'm still grateful for some of the moisture, some of this rain that we are getting, but it's been relatively, even though it has rained to a certain degree, and yes, I have seen the ground wet, it's not, well, let's just say it seems more dry, and the temperature is considerably above seasonal at times. I mean, I've already seen 70 Fahrenheit already here. And technically, it's still April. Technically, for one more day or for like 12 more hours or so, but still, it's still it still needs to rain. I've been talking to some other people and some gardeners, and like, yeah, I've been seeing it. It needs to rain a little bit. But at least it would help, you know. And maybe the trees would actually like wanna start their leaves if they haven't already. I mean, there's some trees with some leaves, but it's not very leafy. So, something I want to work on. Get it done. Besides, like I said before, water is the elixir of life. So, it would be nice. I mean, it's still early in the season, so I don't have things quite, quote unquote, outside a lot of things. So, hopefully it'll pick up. So, I'm planning on banking some of this water. It might be useful down the road. Especially if I want to grow the sunflowers or tomatoes among some other things that I have. Alright. And besides, it would help the perennial plants that I have around here. Like the lilies, daisies, and among some other things I have around here. It would at least allow them to gather some moisture and hopefully start sprouting back and growing as much as possible. So that's how I want it to happen, because that would be nice. But it's cloudy today, but no chance of rain, because I've been checking. And there was actually a chance of rain for like the end of the week, like after the weekend's done, but it was there for one day and then it's just like gone. Nothing but like pretty much sunny skies and like above seasonal temperatures. Now on the bright side of things, clearly, I could, solar energy and all that stuff, right? Solar power for the solar lights and all that stuff. But aside from that, it'd be kind of nice to have some evening rain or morning showers or something like that. Then it clears out and you get some sunshine. That'd be nice. Get a balance of both sunshine and heat and rain, moisture, and of course air too, right? That'd be nice too. I mean, it's not too bad, but could be better. I guess at least it did rain, at least a little bit of it. So, as I have some more coffee here. Put my cup down here. Keep doing my thing around here, moving some stuff around here. Empty out this container. I gotta wash it. Used to have sour cream in it. Well, I guess it's a CR word. Low fat sour cream. Just container that I was reusing. Someone gave me a muffin and put a muffin in a sour cream container for me. The muffin was kind of cool. So I appreciate the person that gave that to me. It's very nice of them to kind of graciously spread the food around among some other things. So one of the things I'm trying to plan today is, if not today, then this weekend, this upcoming week for sure, is shooting some more content. You're probably like, what, CR? What are you talking about? I thought you have lots of content. I'm like, yes, I do. I do have lots of content in store. Technically, I have enough for all next month. All five Fridays for next month. All 5 in a row. And technically one or two videos for June right now, but I need to, expand on it. Because the gardening is one of those things that I can do, but I can't predict the outcome or how long it will take. Hence, this month, April 2025, you actually saw it in terms of like actually, I think all this month, all the videos this month was all outdoor stuff. There's no sewing videos in there or something like that. Those will be coming out later in the year. But I was just like, a lot of the content this month was actually recorded this month, by the way, right? Because obviously, all that stuff, all those videos, this, that, me chopping and dropping, and some post-winter activities, I had to wait until it actually was warm enough outside, or at least so I can actually show it. I was just like, man. So, the last week or so, I've been taking time off in terms of like recording content. Or if I did record content, it'd be like very quick to the point, alright, one take, very minimal editing at all, you know, very, very minimal editing, because I need to record some more short form content, apparently. Speaking of which, I do believe I'm trying to remember if I have one for this week. A short. I don't know. Like I said, I've been running short on ideas. Even though I've already gave notice for it, but, you know, that's just like, man, I gotta bring it back. Something. As much as possible. Keep going with it. So we'll see what I can do. Let's see where am I at. Almost 20 minutes in. As I rearranged a few things. There. Check on some of the plants while I'm doing this. I still think I'm having issues with this onion. It's a green onion. I don't know. It's not as productive as it was earlier in the year for me right now. Even though it's warmer, more sunnier. Sunnier? Where it was more sunny out. So, hopefully I can get by and overcome that hurdle on it and sprout back up or spruce back up and stuff like that. That'd be nice. That would be nice. So I have my sip of coffee here and keep going here. So I'm not mentioning something, but a little bit later on, because I think I'll actually eventually say it, and I'll say it live. I was gonna do a video on it, but I decided I'll just put it into this live stream a little bit later, probably, I don't know, a little bit later. What's up, Tuck? I see you in there. Virtual fist bump to you. How are you doing? As I just kind of clean some stuff up, among some other things. Check on some stuff. Now, my battery bank has 1 bar on it. So I'll use up the power. I have some other ones, so it should be good, but I'll use up the power. Maybe top off something else, like another device or whatever, or a light source or whatever. Maybe I'll recharge some nickel metal hydride batteries, some rechargeables. Use up the power. I like some other things. As I clean up a little bit more here. That's one of the things. When I say cleaning up, it's more like reorganizing. Although it goes hand in hand for me, just because the way that I have things out. And on the bright side of things, it gives me a chance to do some inventory at the same time. Like yesterday, I almost forgot. I guess I'll show you guys. Yeah, I see, and I feel you on that, Tor. Yeah, I know it sucks. I won't show the brand, but I'll show you guys this. See, I forgot I had this actually. I'm trying to remember how I acquired this now. It's been a while. If I did buy this, it wasn't new, and it was probably secondhand, thrift store, quote unquote, gently used. It's not that big. So I've been thinking of what to use this for. I don't know. Maybe getting into a position or a place that could be more ready. Get it? Get it? It is red. Right. It's not that big. It's really not that big at all. So I don't know what I'll use this for or where I can apply it. You know, I got you. So I'm trying to figure out what to use this for. I'm trying to remember even what this was actually used for originally. I think it was used for like camera type of equipment. I don't know, something along the line. Well, I'll say for tech type of equipment or electronic type of equipment. So I've been trying to figure out what I could do with this. It's actually a spawn for a belt loop. So perhaps I could actually use it in somewhere. I don't know. Also, I could attach that into a belt or small type of webbing or something like that. Something along the lines of that. I have to actually replace. I actually have to substitute in a new band for it. I just have some miscellaneous cordage on it right now. When I originally before I put it away, I just added that in, but since then I have everything. Because I think it didn't actually come with the carrying strap, but I think I allocated it somewhere else because it has I'm pretty sure it had metal connectors on it, so I think that's why I allocated it somewhere else to use with something else. Take care, Tammy. It's got insulation. It's thick-ish, so it's not thin, but it doesn't have anything like the reflective coating or anything like that. I wouldn't call it anything like a cooler or insulated cooler or anything like that, but I don't think I would directly use it for food. Because when I see something like this, I'm just like, okay, it's got potential. Things can be put inside. It can be attached to a backpack, multi-webbing, a belt, or whatever. But what am I putting inside, and why? And is it better? Is it gonna be as good or better than something else that I already have in air containers or air pouches or something like that? Because I'm always thinking of like, because like I said, this pouch bag, very small bag, right? Tech bag, whatever, electronic bag. It's not that tall. I can't even. It's shorter than a standard 500 ml, half a liter, half a quart of water. It's shorter than that. Well, clearly I can't just put water in there. I would have to put in like a small 250 or 300 ml or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know. But since it's red, I've been considering on making it into some sort of add a cross onto it. And like do it for first aid or a boo-boo kit or something like that. But I'm like, I don't know if things will fit in there. Because some of the stuff I have that I could put in there are taller than the pouch, or this little bag. I'm like, so it defeats the purpose if I can't get the contents in there, right? Because I think if it was probably the same height as a 500 ml bottle, then yeah, I would probably be able to do a lot more because there's more real estate, more room, space in there. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. So when I bought it, I think I wasn't planning ahead that much. As much as I think. Like I said, I've had it for a while, so yeah. I still don't know what to do with this. I mean, yeah, I can add it onto the outside of a bag, but why? Yeah. Yeah, I see, Took. You put the crosses on red bags that you use. Wait, nail polish, yeah. Yeah, you probably could do it with whiteout too if you really wanted to, or something along the lines of that. So I try to figure out what to do with that. I don't know. And I don't see me putting like cables in there. I could, but I don't know. Like I said, I think I'll figure it out once I actually like start putting items in there and seeing if things will actually fit. Specifically standing up. There's not. I mean, there may be one thing I could do, but the thing is, I already got an adequate or suitable container in the first place for this one item. Because I was just looking because it's right underneath my PSK. I showed it on the channel before. I haven't made an update video on it for a while, but something I made a while back. You know, stuff like that. I could put stuff in there, but I don't actually necessarily need it like that. And I would still have room. So I still don't know what I'm gonna put in there. Into this pouch. I guess it'll just kind of drop in my lap and I'll be like, oh yeah, this fits right in. Then, it'd be like, Eureka! Epiphany! Type of moment, and I'll be able to get something going with it. Tater tots? Where'd that come from, Took? You're happy the weather's getting nicer on? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been relatively nice. Out west here in Canada. Kind of would like if it would actually rain, that'd be nice too. It would be nice too. That would definitely be nice. At least I'd be able to give some water, more water to the plants, not just bare minimal, right? So it might be one of those things this year I'll have to consider. I actually have to consider. I might actually have to tone it back if we're not gonna get the rainfall. But maybe we'll get lucky. All right. All I need to do is rain enough and bank some of that liquid elixir of life. As I drink some coffee that has some water in it. So, other things I've been doing are setting up some space for some of these projects that I have. There's still this one project I have to finish. It's sitting in a bag right now until I can get solid time to do it, let alone record it and edit the content out as much as possible. Raw bag. I have something. I'll show you guys. Why not? I gotta find a better angle for this. I'll show you guys something. Why not? Why not? Yeah. Hey, Sunflower, by the way, yeah. This is what I was talking about. Sunflower knows what I'm talking about, baby. That's another project for another time. Probably for another month. Because I probably not doing it this month. I don't see me doing it this month, but it's one of these other things I just gotta eventually do. When I say eventually, I mean eventually. Within time. Get things done. But first things first, I gotta make some space. Organize a few items amongst some other things. Because I realize in terms of creating, right, you need space to create. Just like any type of crafting, sewing, fabrication, woodworking, hell, even cooking and gardening. You need space to work with it. You know? Like, even if you have miniatures or something, you're working on miniatures, you probably still have a desk or a table that you're working on, right? You know, if you do model trains or anything like that, right, you still need space for it, right? You know, even digital creating, you still need hard drive space, right? All right. Or an SSD in your phone to do it. So you still need space, regardless if it's virtual space or real world type of space. You know, that's all around us that we can knock on the wood beside and all that stuff. So I check on somewhere. The ladies love CR. What? Where'd that come from? You hate eventually projects? Yeah. But yeah. I'm just like, some of the stuff I just gotta start doing. You know, I've been saying about banking the water. I think I need to start banking the videos here a little bit more. I'm trying to get somewhere with some of it. I feel like I've been falling behind on the videos. Yeah, there's a live stream. Well, I guess if I don't have a shorts for today, at least I'll have a live stream. So, shout out to the replay gang, and also I appreciate the people that are here during the live stream right now. I appreciate it very, very much. Much. As I move some stuff around here, gain some space amongst some other things. Yeah, I think today, since it's not really sunny outside and I'm not starting another batch of seeds today, I think I'm gonna clean up inside a little bit more. Do a better spring cleaning. Maybe gain some more space in some places, among some other things that I want to do. Try to use up some of the stuff I have. I guess on the bright side, I just found my vest. Nice. You know, sometimes you'd be surprised when you're like trying to find something. You're like, you do a little cleaning. You're like, oh look, I found it. Right. Sometimes it just falls behind the desk, behind the table. You know, where it's just slightly out of your sight, and you're just like, really? It was there this whole time? I spent the whole week looking for it in another room. You know, something along the lines of that. That's just like, yeah. There's some other things I have around here. I think I'll probably pour myself another cup of coffee very, 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 very shortly here. Probably within the next 10 minutes or so. 10 minutes. Probably by like 20 after. If not, 25 after. I'll keep going with it as much as I can. As I take a look at some of the things that I have going around, I'm trying to sort through these things, gain some space in some areas that I have once again. And it was, even before I started this channel, like I said, I used to run the gaming channel, but even before starting this channel, right, one of the things on my quote-unquote personal account, I used to watch a lot of organization type of videos. Now, I will be very, very honest here and transparent. I'm not the most organized, cleanest person out there, I do what I can, right? I still have my messes at times, I still have stuff, right? But I also realize not being able to find stuff is not a help. So cleaning up and doing some stuff like this would help as much as I can and with what I have, right? And sometimes, you're not feeling good, so you kind of put it out on the back burner, kind of deal with things, because you're just like laying on the couch or in bed, right? And when you're really, when you feel refreshed, energetic, maybe some coffee flowing for you, you want to do something even more again and just keep doing it, However you get into that space, that headspace, that kind of, I can do it moment, or, whatever drives you into that space, mentally and physically, right? Some people listen to music. There are people, they talk to people while they're doing stuff, or you're on the phone, and you're doing a live stream, you're just multitasking it and just getting a couple things done at the same time, and all that stuff. Yeah. Spend a night. Yeah. I see what you mean there, Tuck. Yeah. I know, right? You're just like, and it fell, behind a box or into a box, and you're just like, how did that fall into the box? It wasn't even near it. And just boggles your mind. You're just like, huh? How did that happen? But at least eventually, when you do find it, you're like, yes! I found it! Woohoo! Woohoo! So, yeah. So one of the other things I have to do around here is and I've been meaning to do this a little bit more, is start dedicating some items around. Because one of the things I've noticed is just like, if I have like 2 or 3 of this, I probably could dedicate it somewhere. Right? I just have to figure out where. And, because I've said this before, when you have one item, it's kind of hard to dedicate it specifically for one location or one scenario or one spot. But when you do have a few, as in 2 or 3 or whatever, right? It's a little bit easier because you can have one to use in day to day. You can put one away, all right, to use in your vehicle or whatever, and you can have one for a rainy day. Something like a charging cable, for example, right? Yeah, so I'm using a charging cable. I have my own charging cable I like to use, right? It's got a nice 6-foot long reach and all that stuff or whatever, but I also have a few spares just in case, right? Just in case. Or if I have to charge up a different device that uses the same connector. What's up, GP? GP. GB. I tried to make natural sound effects here. Whoa, you're about to have your third? I'm barely even done my first. Dang. Oh, wow, you've been up for the last, 7 hours. Yeah, see, exactly, GB. That's what I mean, right? That's why sometimes you just gotta make room for stuff. You know? I'm not saying don't have stuff, but let's just say I'm not a maximalism. I'm not a maximalist, but I'm also not a minimalist. I'm somewhere in between somewhere. You know, it teeters back and forth at times, right? Sometimes, as one that likes to create, I realize, yes, I need, especially if I'm working with actual resources, wood, cardboard, paper, whatever, metal or whatever. Yeah, I actually do need them to actually create with, right? You know, but I also realize, dang, I haven't used this YZ resource in 5 years, and I still haven't used it, and I still can't figure it. It's just like, well, is it time to give it up on that, right? Or do I keep trying? All right. Because on the minimal side, you'd be like, oh yeah, you haven't used it, and you have to touch it. It's time to declutter it or whatever. But then, in terms of, trying to reuse something or crafting, it's like, maybe, right? Maybe. So that's why I'm trying to reorganize a few things here and get things done here. Whew. So I'm walking back and forth, doing stuff. I will show one thing. Well, maybe I won't show this quite yet, but one of the things I've been working on lately, at least in the quote-unquote prototype or theory stage of it, and like thinking of all these things I can reuse, or at least common items that could be reused. So I'm trying to get back into doing that stuff a little bit more again. There's virtually no resource out there that I won't reuse. It just depends what it is, how clean or how useful it is. I've reused a lot of different things at times. Netting, yeah. String, yeah. Tins, yep. Pouches and bags, yep. Paper, yep. Cardboard, yep. Pieces of metal from something else, yeah, because, I grind it down or I do something with it. One of the things I wanted to do for a while, I don't have the funds for it, is get into, welding or something like that, but you need the equipment for that. And honestly, some knowledge and some skill to back that up, right? I know someone, but, it'd be nice to be able to do a little bit more than just grinding a piece of metal, right? Because, yeah, you can make a shape out of it, whatever, right? Make a striker for your first human run or whatever. But, you can't make more intricate or three-dimensional or, make a box or a container or make a right angle or a perpendicular bar to something and join things together and create a frame out of it, which could be in turn used to weld a bunch of other things together and add some wheels on it and blah blah blah, and then you get a car and be like, yeah, that'd be nice. So oops. Hold on here, I could grab something here. Try to get the top talking to my phone here. Hold on. Switch out battery banks. Oh, well, I'm seeing some random sunny breaks, like very minimal. I can almost see a shadow. It's not even strong enough for solar ignition, but at least the solar lights will get a little bit of juice, a little bit of voltage in. I'll be lucky to even get back to 1 volt on some of them. I'll probably get it up to like 0.8 or something like that. So I'm thinking this, I've been banking some of this power. Yes, thank goodness I've been banking some of this power. So, and since it's supposed to be sunny for, at least for me, for the rest of the, after today, for the rest of the week, I'll probably use more of the solar power, solar lights tonight and into this weekend, later in this week, the rest finishing off this work weekend, into the weekend and all that stuff. Because if it's like some of those days are like clear, like it says like sunny the whole day, right? So I should be able to top off the power on some of those batteries, among some other things. Because that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I mean, I got a few that are top off, right? They're in that high 1.19, 1.2, 1.21 volt range on these rechargeable batteries. I'm like, so they're fairly, if not completely, charged now. So I'll be able to run those. And since they're full, I'll get the maximum amount of time out of it for the Solaroids. It's been very, very useful. Especially since I've developed a couple of systems to go along with that. So now I don't even have an excuse anymore to not want to use them because, I just gonna preset it up and boom, it's ready to go. It's ready to rock and roll. So, yes. Make sure I put that away too. And some other things that I have laying around. Trying to deal with some of this stuff. Let's see, where am I at? Make sure my phone's still charging. Yeah, it is. It's going up. It's going up. I saw the percentage go up. That's good. Yeah. Just some stuff I have laying around. And it's... This might be a good segue for this. Yeah. I know, I still have the box. At the moment. Yeah. Maybe you'll find it's way back into another video again. Still working on it. Well, Sunflower, I know GP likes to, stand around on his hands. Amongst some other things. Oh, and he gardens too. So. As he has that other secondary channel for his kind of gardening, permaculture kind of deal. He's got really nice stuff. I'm sure. I'm actually remembering it right now, the video that I saw a couple of months ago. So it was very luscious and green. I think there were some flowers in there, like some other things. So, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, so yesterday, I've been coming up with this idea for something, right? I'm trying it out in a prototype stage right now. I've already made a prototype, but I'm gonna try it out. But let's just say I needed a saw, SAW, for it. So I decided to use this smaller saw that I have. I'm like, well, I haven't used it for a while. Why not, right? Because there was a short amount of room, and I needed to cut something or saw something off. So I was just like, so I used this multi-tool that I have here. I've shown it on the channel before. I've had it for a while now. I mean, I've used a lot of parts in it. The screwdriver, the saw, knife to the cutting edge, like a knife to a certain. Also, I've used the pliers on it and stuff like that. I think I've used the wire cutters on it to a certain degree, right? Give me a sec. Just gotta plug it in place here. It's at 90%, so that should be good. But yeah, yesterday I was just like using it. I'm like, if it just felt so good to using it and actually using the stuff, right? Especially to help me create something. I'm working on it, and maybe it'll make an appearance this summer. I don't know. I think I might try it. I think I need to make a few more prototypes, a few more examples, so I can actually show it later down the road. If not this year, then also within time, however long it takes. Hello, hi Bob, morning. Hi Joran, I see you in there. So Bob's like, yes! Bob ate, so he's in a good mood. Bob's in a good mood if he ate. Good morning to you, and good evening to you. So hopefully you guys are doing well, both of you. Alright? As well as it can be, for what it is, alright? You know, just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. That's all I can say. Just gotta keep going. And keep doing stuff. And maybe some coffee might help you along. It might help you along, alright? But, you know, sometimes I've been able to get in the mood even without coffee. But coffee kind of helps to a certain degree. Yeah, okay. At least you guys ate. At least you guys ate before joining me. You guys learned to not join a live stream without eating first. Right? Yeah. So as I rearrange a few things here. Move some stuff around here. Yeah. Trying to find some room for some of the stuff I have here. Although I've been getting somewhat better at the organization of stuff. Like even yesterday, I was organizing or cleaning up more like this food type of area that I currently have. It's nothing major, but it's just sitting in a corner, right? But I started doing it like that after, late 2019, and I've been able to maintain it in terms of like what it is. And also this spot that I have for it is for stuff that's like snacks, food that's on the shorter term of the lifespan and stuff like that, or stuff that I want to use relatively right away. You know, yeah, you could call it like some kitchen pantry or whatever, something along the lines of that, but Not quite, because it's not enclosed. It's just sitting in the corner. And then basically, I don't even have a proper shelf for it right now. Right? Like a metal or a wooden shelf. However, I am using boxes for it. And because I'm using boxes in a certain degree, I can move them around. So it's a little bit easy on that. On that side of things. And of course, it's a little bit easier to work with. And stuff like that. I just got some stuff laying around. Some noodles, some crackers. Among some other things. Some sort of food bar and stuff like that. So, because yesterday I was just checking on it. Like, it's a 2-tier thing, right? So the stuff on the top, the better before date is coming sooner, right? Or it's something I can consume right away if I wanted to. If I was, like, quote unquote, hunting for food, as they say, right? Or fending for yourself, as they say. I'm using air quotes so you can't see it. And the bottom would be, like, for example, the bottom would be next year or the end of this year, right? So there's still time, right? We're barely halfway through the year, right? So, and there's still, I still have a couple months on some of it, and some of it is actually, it's better before date is actually in October or the end of the year. So, once that time rolls around, I'll probably have other stuff, and I'll cycle it to the top of this food area that I have. You're going all in on totes really helped me be less disorganized. Hey, whatever works, Tug. Whatever works, right? Whatever works for you keeps you organized. Some sort of system to save you substantial time every moment system. Yes, I came up with that acronym like back in 2021, right away. Even Shadow knows about that because I mentioned it before, right? I was just like, so yeah. And basically, like I said, I've just been organizing this the way that I could, so it does help a little bit. It's just sitting on another box at the bottom that'd be used for something like this. Oh, and the box that's at the bottom, by the way, you may see a short video on it. Oh, did I just say that out loud? Yes, I did. Well, you'll have to wait for that. You'll have to wait for that. Oh, and once Bob sees that short, he's so gonna fire me. I'll just say it like that. He's still gonna fire me if he saw that. He'll be like, strike one, Sealer. Or, you're fired. I'm just kidding. Inside joke for all of us. But yeah. But on a serious note, I'm trying to maintaining it as much as I can. And keep going with it. And see, I have these other things laying around. I'm like, you know what? I think I need to put them in a better spot. A much better spot. Yeah, see? Now I'm getting fired up. I'm fired up now. It's all because of Bob here. I'm fired up because of Bob. Yeah. It's worth it. Again? Yeah. I mean, it never stops. Right? It never stops. It will never stop. It will never stop. It just slows down or it gets delayed, but it's an eventuality. Alright, it's an eventuality. And hopefully eventually it'll rain again. But it's not in the forecast anytime soon for me. So, yeah. So I rearrange a few things here and make sure I put that one little box that I showed earlier back. I almost forgot to put it back. No strength. Yes. Fired. No. But, yeah. One of the things that I've been trying to do lately, for the last several months actually, at least more or less on and off, is actually trying to use and dedicate items whenever possible, especially if I can, especially if it's like one of those, oh, it's a no-brainer, or I can spare this over here, and it's just like, that's what I like to do, at least try to, as much as possible. Then there are times where it's just like, you only have one of it, and it's just like, I don't know, right? You know what I mean? So, just doing what I can, as much as possible. Especially since I have things weighing out right now, amongst some other things. So, I guess if I clean up a bit, maybe I'll actually be able to find something, and I'll actually want to, get back into creating a little bit more. Not that I actually... April has actually slowed down for me in terms of quote-unquote creating. It's not that I haven't at all, but in comparison to, January, February, March, I think it's because the gardening process starts to, in the springtime type of activities and things I have to do and all that stuff had to start to take over, and I allocate more time towards that. So, if it's nice outside, I'm like, I don't want to be cooped up inside, But since today's not as nice out, I'm like, no, it seems like a good time to do things inside. Maybe make some more space around, alright? Reorganize a few things, not lose things, group things together, alright? Because I know in terms of, decluttering at times, or cleaning up in general, right? You make piles of stuff, right? You make a pile of things are a definite no. And there's a yes, then there may be a maybe, or there's a pile that you reuse or thrift or give away or whatever, right? So that's what I'm doing. So for example, if I had charging cables, well, I would group them together, And I tried to do that as much as possible. So I have some stuff laying around that probably shouldn't be laying around anymore. Just trying to get it done. I've mentioned it to someone else before. Because of course I'm able to acquire some resources at times, quote unquote, off the landscape, I also realize, just recovering the resources, the first step. I can actually allocate it or direct it towards something that a spot, bag, someone, vehicle, on me, EDC, everyday carrier, whatever, so I can bring it back into a useful state, right? For example here. Hold on, as I put my device here. Show you this here. See, this cordage here. Now this is, I believe this is not a top line hitch. I think this is the Blake hitch. One of the hitches I've been learning. I haven't done it for a while, but the idea is not how I'm tying it or whatever. Yeah, I'm not saying that stuff's not important, but what I'm saying is, this is a piece of cordage that I recovered. Because for the most part, generally speaking, because I showed it last year, if I didn't, it would have been landfill that way. And this cordage was probably only used, maybe it was used under some tension or whatever, right? So it is used, but it was only used for probably 2 days. 2 or 3 days at the most, right? I think it was used to hold some sort of tarp, whatever, right? So yeah, it might have stretched a little, but there's some I can still use it for secondary uses, right? If I want to hold, like something like this, I could hold like a water bottle on, right? For example, I know everyone holds uses a belt, right? And sometimes if I'm outside walking, I don't like to hold my bottle with me, right? So you might have it in a bag or whatever, but yeah. You have a catch-all box. I just went for it, looking for that sign stuff. Oh yeah, I see. Great breakfast. Well, at least somebody, at least Bob's got some energy back into him, some food energy into him. So he's got the CR word in him right now, calories. Right. So, but yeah, as I try to organize, right. Yeah, I got stuff, but I also can see the ground. But I still have stuff, right? That's one of the things I've been trying to do. And balance this kind of reusing, the prepping, organization, decluttering, minimalism, maximalism, and kind of find my balance, right? Enough, but not too far one way or the other, right? Because I'm like, yeah, do I need like 3 winter jackets? Meh, right? Do I want to get rid of all of them? I don't know. Hold on a sec. Give me 1 sec. Well, apparently I need to take care of something at the top of the hour, so I will end the stream at the top of the hour. I need to take care of something. It's been brought to my attention here. So sorry for that. Very, very short notice here. It's the top of the hour. It's quarter two right now. Hold on a sec. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so like I said, something at the top of the hour. I will show you guys something here. I'll show you guys something to sprout your interest with. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'll let you guys see that. What's up, Dave? I see you in there. You have good timing. As soon as I showed something, I just got some sticks around it to prop it up. I just gave it a little bit of water today. I'll show you some of it. I actually have to take a look. I think I need to add some mulch around it to retain some of the moisture. Like I said, it's cloudy. Well, mostly cloudy today. I'd be lucky to see any sunny break. There is some sun this morning, but it was early at sunrise. It's going to be cloudy all the rest of this day, all afternoon here, and the rest into the evening, until tomorrow morning when the sun will come back out, and it'll be nice. So, can't wait for that. So yeah. As I try to get some other things ready here. I'll double check on a few things. Let's see. Oh, that's a pretty good indication right there. The container's empty. And it needs to be topped back off. So it'll definitely be in those. It needs to be done eventually. Right? Not priority, but eventually, like this weekend or whatever, right? As much as I can. I keep doing things around here as much as I can. Take a look at them. Random stuff everywhere at times I need to deal with. Yeah, by the way, that was a can. Can that I have to put onto the side here. Oh, I just got caught on a bike here with my headphones. Well, my charging cable. That would have been embarrassing. A large smack against the ground. I'd be like, "Ooh, sorry, headphone users. My bad." Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. Yeah, so, like I said, that's just something I'm starting. Alright? Still catching up to everyone. But, honestly, I live in a much higher, lower growing zone than most people. At least a far majority of the people at times. You know? I guess on the bright side, at least there is some heat here. Some sunshine, some sort of summer. Now, if only it would rain, that'd be nice to, my water catchment isn't full. Definitely not. I'm not at that max capacity on it by far. I mean, I was lucky enough to get some there last week and such, right? Well, for now, hopefully I'll get a little bit more and be able to bank more of that water. That'd be nice. Just like how I'm banking some of this power using via solar. So I need to check on something. I think I need to dust off one of the solar lights I have outside here. There's some dust on the collector, on the solar panel. Right. If I don't do it today, I'll do it by tomorrow. I just need a ladder because it's a pie, but it shouldn't be that hard. I'll just wipe it off, the solar panel can actually charge better. I mean, gather more light better. Gather some more light better. Gather light. Hold on, give me a sec. So, yeah, I try to get some stuff ready amongst my Alright. Let's see, I gotta bring it back up. Yeah, you're thinking of getting some more? Oh, I know it rains there, but I mean, it doesn't rain indefinitely. Eventually, you do see some daylight, alright? So, you just top them off and just keep them going. Even if it's going to be some sort of one that has an on and off switch, or you got to manually remove the battery, right? 1 or 2 days of good sun, you can then top those off. Get them charged back up again, right? Or something like that. So it might be useful. Oh, okay, I see, Dave. Well, do whatever you can, Sunflower. Alright. I just reuse stuff. I think that's very, very apparent on this channel. That I reuse stuff. So, I know some of my reusing videos are some of them are much more popular type of videos. That's for sure. Especially the more out of the box type of thinking it is on it. Alright? Because sometimes, and I appreciate, Bob, what you said that on Saturday. Alright? You're probably like, what? What did I say, Seer? Well, you said something nice, so I'll say thank you anyway. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. And I'm being serious here, alright? Because you said something, so. Brought a smile to my face. But yeah, I'm trying to see what I can reuse. I mean, there are some things I've been able to reuse, and it just instantly makes sense, right? Then there's other things that I need to acquire more of the resource or enough of it to get something going, right? You know, one 2x4 can only do so much, right? But a few more and a few more, you can start building structures or some sort of shelf, right? But I can't just make a shelf with one 2x4, or it'd be a very, very short miniature prototype shelf, which is not very functional. So sometimes I just need enough of the resource to get it going. Bob, I'm just like any one of you guys or gals out there, right? I do what I can. I make mistakes. I do stupid stuff, but sometimes I can do good stuff and great stuff too. All right. Although the former kind of takes over or is more common at times than the latter. I do what I can. I appreciate it from both of you. Wow, I do what I can, Bob. I mean, it's not like I'm wearing the backpack right now, right? Yeah. But when I do go out, I am carrying some sort of everyday carry amongst some extended everyday carry items. Just depends what I'm doing, how far, how long. Usually the longer, the further away it is. Yeah, usually I'll bring a little bit more, just the way it is for me, But if I'm just like standing right outside, like how I am right now, yeah, I'm not generally wearing something. Like, yeah, I got my keys in my pocket. Let's see what else I got in my pocket. A battery bank, because I'm charging the device while I'm doing this. My phone's in my hand, and among some other things I have, right? And I think I got a multi-tool in my pocket. Yeah, I got a multi-tool too, so I can keep that going. Yeah, you learn from mistakes, right? And the success is the encouragement to keep going, but not to be something I had on the tip of my tongue that I can't think of now. Alright, 6 minutes. She's in here? Hey, Huga! Hello, CB. How are you doing? Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah. What Dave said. Use resource, don't abuse it. Yeah. All right. I'm trying to get the most out of things as much as possible. At least try. I mean, sometimes I'm surprised what I see at times. And literally, it's just right around the corner. Like, literally, at times, it's right around the corner. I don't even know how. I'm just like, how'd that happen, right? It's just like that awareness of it, right? It's possible. You hear it all the time. Well, I shouldn't say all the time, but sometimes you hear it, right? Someone found a random lottery ticket or whatever, or something along the lines that, or someone found some money, right? Sometimes that's luck, right place, right time, right? But then other times it's all about, oh, hey, I just noticed it on the corner of my eye. I was walking down this path and I decided to look left and you see it and, just a couple feet away and you're like, what's that, right? You're just curious and then you're like, really? Did I just find this? Whatever it is, right? It's just like, because people drop stuff or whatever. I see it all the time in the winter too, actually. Usually with gloves and mitts and stuff like that. I never understood how people can drop. I mean, I guess I can understand how people can drop a mitt or a glove, but I'm like, hats, scarves, like I always figured you'd be wearing it, right? So, like, when you notice if you drop it, right? So, yeah. You're like Tuck's like, dang, but it's mine though. At least you broke even. Better than being broke. Yeah, I know. And I knew you were gonna just say that. CB. Oh yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll try to go for the bottom at the bottom of that. Come on. Maybe I'll try, and you know what? I'll try to go for the 90-minute mark. I know I said the top hour, but maybe I'll go for that 90-minute mark instead. Try to squeeze in that extra little time. It's not that much longer. It's only an extra 10 minutes. So yeah, might as well. I mean, besides, she's here, so why not? Why not? Why not? And you know, Bob's here, and Dave, and Sunflower, and Shadow here. They're also here too. Yeah, they're also here. So yeah, maybe I'll go a little bit longer. Not that much longer though, because for sure I don't want to procrastinate today. As much as I can, I'm gonna keep doing things as much as I can around here. You know, and stuff like that. And maybe I think it's time to write back in my idea book here. I have an idea notebook. Well, that I, draw or web out or brainstorm some ideas out. You know, when I'm not talking to other people about it or whatever, or researching it online or trying it out in the real world for prototype. I was about to say something else. I don't know why. My prototype, right? And I was just like, man, I gotta get back into it. Okay. I've been mentally considering ideas, right? And sometimes I won't even brainstorm. I'll just like get into doing it right away. And make a prototype out of it. So I'm just like, okay. But then there's some other things I'm like, this could have potential. Am I gonna use it anywhere else though? Right? Like I just see something in front of me, I'm like, man, I could actually reuse that if I really wanted to. Right? So, do what I can here. There's a couple I'm not gonna do it today. There's a couple other things that were kind of handed to me that I haven't even opened yet, technically, let alone set up. So maybe I'll find some time. Well, not this month. It's the end of the month, but maybe in May to do some of it. Is that a fly? Oh yeah, it is a fly. Wow! Welcome back! It's Pooh! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you for a long time. I could tell the way you just said that. I was just like, what? He's back. You're back? Welcome back. I haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing, my friend? It's nice to see you in there. But yeah. Well, Plymouth, you used to remember our discussions at times. I'm like, I'm not gonna get into details, but I do what I can, alright? Just like how you trying to do whatever you, as much or what you can too, alright? Aw. Now I'm just thinking of the dog now. Let me just pause and think about what I just said here. Well, good thing I decided not to end the stream that soon. About 7 more minutes or so. Yeah, it's about 7 more minutes. Good to see you again. It's good to see you. Yeah. Keep doing what I can here. Like, even yesterday I was trying to kind of improvise something together and just like, when I just use something that a reclaimed item from somewhere else and applied it to it. So I brought it back in that temporarily, until it breaks or whatever, back into useful state. I mean, it's just a simple zip tie or cable tie, but it's actually what I needed. I can actually see it. It's like 20 feet away from it. I can actually see it outside the door. I'm just like looking at it, like, yep, it's sitting right there. Because I needed something here to use as a tool, but the handle was too short, so I kind of extended the handle with something else. It'll do, it'll do for now. That's why they needed. And it was just a simple zip tie that I found, right? So, if anything, I got it back into useful state. At least for a little bit longer. A little bit longer until it either snaps, breaks, or the UV light breaks it. One of the two. But in the meantime, it's back in the useful state for now. And besides, I don't have to use such an awesome zip tie for it. It's just holding like two things literally together that don't weigh that much. I just need it to be held together in the meantime, so that's why I'm just like, yeah. I got some other things on it, like wire or whatever, to keep it together, but it's actually the zip tie that's kind of really holding it together. You know, I was just like, maybe I'll... Let's see. No, I appreciate that, Plymouth. Oh, of course. GP and Shadow are just going, hi! All that stuff. Yeah. It's got a few things laying outside here. I've been doing stuff out here, among some other things. Watering the very few things I do have out here right now with the very little rainwater that I have, but at least I got some. You know, some. I don't know. It's probably not quite enough to make it to the next rainfall, because this week it's supposed to be more sunny and the temperature's supposed to rise even more. I mean, I'm easily at times going to see over 21 Celsius or 70 plus Fahrenheit. So on some of these days. So, and it's supposed to be sunny. So the only side benefit I have is that I actually haven't planted a lot of things outside yet. So I don't need that much water because I don't have that many plants. But yeah. It also means I don't actually, because if I had extra water, I can give some to a tree or a bush or some other perennial plants I have around here. But since the water's kind of, I don't know when it's gonna rain next time. I'm just giving water the minimal amount. I mean, even today, I'm not giving water because it's gonna be cloudy all day still. I'll wait till tomorrow, because like I said, the next couple of days it's supposed to be much warmer and sunny. So I'll wait one day. I can wait one day. So the plants will probably need the water later down the road. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope so, GP. But not this Saturday, right? Not this Saturday. Remember, Shadow's not in this Saturday, by the way. Because he just said that right now. Alright. Alright. Come closer to this 90-minute mark. Yeah? So the next time we see Bob, we'll be like, he'll look like 20 years younger and like or whatever, something like that, with a new haircut. And when he'll be like, "Did you get your haircut, Bob?" Yes, on Wednesday. Yeah, GB. Yeah. You can start it at this time on Saturday, right? It's actually at this time, right? 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. At this time, right now, at the time of this stream, right? So, yeah, or something like that. And Bob will join. I'll probably try to join PB and among some other people who will want to join or whatever, right? So, let's see, where am I at? All right. Okay. And do what you have to do, Shadow. So, yes. Perhaps I will go a little bit longer. Why not? Not that much longer, though. Definitely ain't that much longer. I just don't get it at the top of an hour. No, I'm going past the 90-minute mark. Why not? Why not? Even though eventually. Okay, there are a couple more minutes at least. Yeah, I just keep busier. Really good skin. Really good skin. Really good skin. Sorry. In GP's voice. I need to work on my GP impersonation. I don't have the accent for that. I sound too Canadian. Right. But do I? I don't know. I was just reading what was on the screen, GP. What are you saying? I'm just reading what's on the screen. You just wrote it, I just read it, right? You guys write something, I'll read it, all right? All right? It's like reading a story. Whatever, right? Yeah. But like I said, I won't be going too much longer because eventually I need to take care of things. I need to take care of things. Amongst other things I have to take care of, like usual. Maybe you get some more coffee or get some lunch in me. Get something into me. I don't know. I've been thinking of going for a walk this later in the week when it's sunny out and warm out. I don't know. We'll see if I can pull. Well, we'll see if I want to. Well, I want to do it. It's more like, do I want to bring you guys along with me? When I say bring you guys along, that means recording, bring a tripod, maybe doing these walking sequences that I've sort of done in the past, right? Because I can only do them with the tripod and among some other stuff, and of course make sure I have a charged battery for the device to record on, among some other things. Because I'm trying to see if it's actually going to be windy out too. I'm not worried about quote unquote the camera falling over. I'm more worried about this excess wind noise or whatever. So let's see. What you guys say? He's whispering from the shadows. Why is CR whispering? I don't know. No one can hear me probably, but I'm whispering. Eventually I'll end the stream, but not quite yet. Why is he whispering? I don't know. It's just the way he is. I know, right, Bob? Right. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful letting these in the shadows at times, right? Yeah. But, I think I'm gonna give my, two and a half minute warning for the stream here. I think I'll end it at that 95 minute mark. I'll end it at 95. That seems like that's a good way to end it. Why not? So, I appreciate everyone that dropped by and all that stuff. I had the ladies drop in initially, now I have the guys back in. It's kind of different. Like, when I first saw it, I'm like, all the ladies came in, and now I don't hear from the ladies, now all the guys are here. All the gentlemen are here. And I feel like I'm a little bit more loose now. And of course, this live stream has kind of pep me up to a certain degree. Or it's the coffee. Maybe it's the coffee, just coffee. Nah, it's probably both. Right? Watch those Swifties. Yeah. But on a serious note, right? On a serious note, because I'll finish slightly with this. Right? Keep going. Keep doing what you can, right? And like I said, for when you guys voted in the U.S., right? And I'll say this here in Canada too, right? So we voted here in Canada. Now it's back to preparing again, right? Or being more ready again, right? We have a minority government once again for this. So we'll see if they can work together and we can get some things done or whatever, but like Bob has said before, right? I can't really change that over there, or down 5 provinces down, or two time zones down, or whatever, or another time zone, another city or town or country. But I can do what I can here locally, all right? Because when people say not saying like, oh, but what can you do, right? Well, that's what I say now, right? You're gonna work on your own area first, right? Your own backyard, your own place, your own apartment, your own house, your own homestead, your own business, your own area, your own garage, your own device, your own area first, your own body first, and do what you can, whatever it is. Going for a walk, I don't know, setting up some seeds or whatever. What's up, Mel? Virtual fist bump to you. I appreciate you dropping by on my way out here. And my Earth Garden Club. You know what? All right. I will. Let's see. Where am I at? All right. This will be the only time I will actually extend the stream till the bottom of the hour. That's it. The only reason is because Mel and my Earth came by. And because Bob and some other people are still in here. Why not? I won't regret it. I'll just have to, allocate more time later and pick up the pace later to what I have to do. Why not? Only because you guys are so awesome. And I could use the watch time anyways. And you guys are here. But hello to both of you. Let's see, did I miss something while I was rambling on? No, I see Shadow, okay. Yeah, I heard about that, Bob, yeah. Hey, that should be a topic right there, or Shadow, or something along the lines of what Bob said earlier. Yeah, I heard all that right away. It happened on the other day, a couple of days back. What's Wednesday now? 2 days ago? I keep forgetting it was Sunday or Monday. I think it was Sunday. Pretty sure it was Sunday. It's during, yeah. Prayers to the people out there. Alright. Now you're working in your garden, Mother? Alright, cool. Yeah, I see, Bob. Yeah. Do what you can, alright? Do what you can. I guess that comes back to being aware of your surroundings, right? No matter how good it is, no matter how cheerful it is, right? Sometimes, at times it's just like when if you ever drink or if you don't or whatever, it's called you're having fun and something happens and it's called a buzzkill. Yeah, that, right? No one likes a buzzkill or whatever, or something along the lines of that. So it's good to be aware. Right? It might help. I mean, that kind of situation's not happen fast. All right? So, because I think one of the videos that I did see it on, I forget if, what did she say? This person say? I think something along, I'm paraphrasing here, and, don't quote me on it, but I think it's something like, it happened so fast. No one knew what to do kind of deal, right? That's not a situation you want to be in, right? Not being able to do something or knowing what to do, right? Because at that time, people are just celebrating food, socializing, right? And something else happens. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Mama. Hopefully things are going well with you, right? I appreciate you taking the time to drop by. Of course. All right. I always appreciate, Malmo, some of those kind of short or videos that you do where it gets you thinking, all right? I'm just it gets me thinking too. I haven't been by for a bit because I've been doing some other things among some other things, so. Yeah. So. You could always use a coffee filter to like filter out some oil or something like that, right? If you want to. There might be some other things you could do it, use them for. It just depends on what you need done and how many coffee filters you have, right? Like I said, it's just like anything else, right? You could do a lot with duct tape, roll tape, or tape in general, cargo tape, but it's one thing to have 1 inch of it compared to if you have a whole roll, right? So you have more of the resource, you can do not grander, but more scaled up projects, right? 1 inch of tape isn't 1 inch by 1 inch piece of tape isn't gonna do that much, but 10 feet, 100 feet of it, yeah, you'll be able to do something more because you physically have more of the resource. Yeah, I generally use reusable coffee filter now. Are you? Cool. About 12 minutes. I swear at this rate, I'll say bottom an hour, and then I'll be like 2 hour mark at this rate. Only because you guys are here and still talking, among some other things. I mean, I know for me, I'm trying to like add some more stuff into the ground, into the soil, feed the soil to feed the plants later down the road, in time, and of course added some water and Mother Nature will. Now today we'll give some sunshine or heat, but in time it will. All right. Hopefully I'll see more of the water though. That'd be nice. Not days worth, but at least enough to like saturate the ground a little bit more, and so I can bank some of that water. And stuff like that. Let's take a look at some stuff I have in this air spot I have. Man, I've worked in this with the help from someone else, some organization, but it's been really nice in this one spot I have. I knew I was talking about earlier, but this one spot had so much stuff on the ground, but now that there's more of a shelf to it, like literally there's more of a shelf to it, it's getting to be a lot better. It's a little dark in here. I won't show. Man, it's kind of hard because I have the glare, but yeah. So this is shelf made from reclaimed materials. All right. Couple of either screws or nails or whatever, right? Next thing, we'll get something a little bit more organized, a little bit more space. I have some stuff at the top. I'll show you guys. Hold on, that's okay. See? Tarp right there. Right there. There's tarp right there for you guys. A tarp that's tubular. Oh, I mean with inner tubes below it. And yeah, something else. I did last year. I have used it, just not extensively yet, because I just recently got it. But I hope to in the next couple of camp out trips that I do, amongst other things. I've modified it for use now. So we'll see how useful it is when I actually start using it and actually start trying it out there. I go camping amongst some other things, right? Or I could use it here at home if I want to. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do, Bob? Let's go. Nice, Bob. Nice. You got some organic fertilizer with some NPK in it. All right, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, NPK. All right. Yeah. Hashtag pathway soul bank. Is how we would say, yeah. But yeah. No, but I have some other things beside it that are like, we're quote unquote gifted to me, donated to me, handed to me, right, for free, right, on cost or whatever. But I haven't used them yet because I've been using mine. But maybe I've had it for a while. Maybe I can find an excuse to make a video for it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to take a look. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I should actually do it. Not necessarily today, but in time, this year for sure. I think. And I assume that all the stuff's in there. I mean, I carried it, but I barely even opened the bag. Let alone take a look at it. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, even if I don't have a complete setup for it, maybe I can use it somewhere else or improvise stuff like I already used it. We'll see, depending. Who knows? There might be another use I can find for it, but we'll see. I don't even know how big it is. Yeah, I understand. Take care. We'll catch you later, Shadow. But yeah. So, I thought my phone was charging. I thought my phone was charging. Where am I at? I think I will go just to the bottom now. My phone's starting to drop out a little bit more even with the battery bank. So, about 7 more minutes, bottom of the hour. 7 more minutes, bottom of the hour. Like I said, I appreciate everyone dropping by and doing, and giving some love over here, among some other things. There's something, what? I said this earlier. I touched up on some cutting tools, and I just realized I didn't touch up probably one of the tools I probably should have tried. Because there's a slight indentation or, not necessarily a chip, but it's more like a rolled edge on it. So I need to top that back off. I need to re-sharpen and hone it back. I mean, yeah, it'll work, but it's not very... Oh, shit. Okay, I might as well just take a look right now. I just have it sitting up. Well, not necessarily outside, but I just have it sitting. Take care, Melmo. I appreciate you dropping by, man. I mean, there's a couple of roll edges on it, and it definitely needs to be sharpened back up. Something I got a long time ago. It's a Collins brand. Collins brand. Look, cutting tool. It has a hickory handle on it. Something I got a while back. One of these secondhand, right? So, not in the greatest shape, but it's still in pretty good shape. It's not prestige or mint, but still it's got stuff in it. Ooh, that would have been bad. And almost slipped off the shelf. Because I'm holding my phone right now while I speak. All right, it's good, right? Yeah. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Hey, there he is in Sandfield. How are you doing, Lee? Hopefully you're doing well. I appreciate you rejoining. I know you were in earlier. I appreciate you commenting back in again, chiming back in. I appreciate that. Where am I at? About 4 minutes. Barry's going back up nicely. I'm doing so. Doing what you can here. Like I said, try to get some stuff done. I think just outside right now, but I'll back. But I'm just probably out to stream in a couple of minutes. I'll have some more coffee, get some things done, some more things done as much as possible inside. And, as I think of some more content I can do. I mean, I don't think I'll have a shortage of content. It's more like finding the time to bring you guys along with, aka recording it, right? I mean, sometimes these videos, I guess I'll finish off this, is like, are really, it just drops in your lap, right? Other ideas I have at times take some time, because either I have to wait for it, get enough resource to make something out of it, find the time for it, set the space for it, right? Even if randomly, oh, hey, I have this tent, right? Well, I have this, I want to show you guys me setting it up. Well, I actually have to have the space and the time to set that up. The editing's probably going to be relatively straightforward. All that stuff will probably be relatively straightforward as a content creator, but it's actually, like, recording it, that'll take more time, because I can't speed that up, because I'm actually physically showing it, right? It's just like the gardening stuff, right? Back last month, early in the month, right? There was still snow on the ground, right? I can't speed that up. I have to wait, right? I have to wait for it. Hence, a lot of the time, more and more lately, I've been like trying to schedule and be more advanced, have more videos scheduled in advance, so that I have more time, so I can allocate that time later down the road for something else, right? Like this month, right? I've made a few videos, but they were all within this month, right? All the other videos that you've seen earlier in the year were all post-dated from the original date of upload, because I needed that time. Ah, okay. Nice. Where am I at? Alright. 2-minute warning here on the stream, because I think I'll go like that. Unless for some reason I decide to go like the 2-hour mark, but I think a couple more minutes here. But yes, keep doing what you can out there, as much as you can and physically do, or physically can, right? If you need time to catch your breath, okay, or whatever, take a breather, right? Get yourself back in that headspace of doing something, right? Then do it, all right? Do what you can, all right? Take a break for a bit, right? And then get back into it and just do something, right? Of all the CR words out there, one of the things I'm trying to do more and more less CR word, a CR word I'm doing less of, is trying to procrastinate less as much as possible, right? Because it's just like, I gotta just get it done, right? However you get that into that space, right? Maybe it's listening to music or whatever, or listening to a live stream while you're doing something, or listening to some other video, or listening to an audiobook, or whatever, or something along the lines of that, right? I mean, I've used the Internet Archive site, right, to listen to books, right? Or maybe it's listening to books on an e-reader or whatever, right? Get your space, right, and just keep going, all right? Even if it's talking to someone else while you're doing it, right? And just getting it done, however you do it. Yeah, maybe GV, maybe. With a CR in it, right? Yeah. Going crazy like a fox. If you don't know what that means, well, look it up. Learned that from TV. That's the only reason I know that saying. But yes. So everyone, keep preparing out there. Be ready out there. Do what you can out there. Improve the spaces around you. Alright? Physically, mentally, right? At home, at work, at school, in your garden space, in your hobby area, on your on your balcony or on your patio, right? Stay on that track, right? And keep choosing it, right? Right? And iron things out, all right? Get things really squared away as much as you can, right? I'm not actually looking at the chat right now while I say this, so I don't get derailed, right? You keep doing what you can out there, right? And practice some stuff, right? Have some fun with it too, right? Keep doing it. And as one that create something, right? Express yourself through that creativity, all right? Doesn't matter if it's gardening, model set, right? You're building something, you're making something, right? You know, put your style into it, right? And enjoy the process of it, you know, as much as possible. Enjoy it and have fun doing things, right? Enjoy it as much as possible. I appreciate everyone dropping by here. And like always, everyone, things are actually changing out there. And as we can tell, but we're going to do something about it starting today with what we can at home and within our realm or area that we're in currently or will be in. Food, work, school, outside, garden area, your backyard, your back door, your front patio, whatever, right? You're doing what you can out there. And practice those things. Apply the skill and knowledge whenever possible, right? Whenever possible. And try to help people that you can. Because I know, you know, one person can't help everyone out there, but one can help someone. Until the next time, I'll see you all next time. And take care, everyone. Later.